Good morning. It's good morning for me. This is month of my 70th birthday. And so I wanted to just show up in person and say a little bit about energy and effort. Some of you might know that I've been studying Vipassana meditation and practicing for about 40 years. And I just took a 10-month course called the Paramis, or the 10 Qualities of Perfection. And I've always been interested in the quality of energy or effort. I'll say a little bit more about it from a Buddhist perspective. I have a lovely article from the Lion's Roar magazine. I'm just going to read it to you. It says, it's also known as virya. It's often translated as effort or energy, enthusiasm, and diligence. And as facilitators, we are constantly putting different levels of energy and effort into our preparation, into our delivery, and to our follow-up. At each one, how much you put in to each phase is critical, depending on the job, depending on how you are physically and emotionally and spiritually, and depending on the client, and depending on how important it is to you. So it is important to pay attention to that. And they say that those words are not quite accurate enough. It's like a joyful perseverance where we feel happiness in overcoming defilements and obstacles and inspiring us to embrace the practice. Now, that's for meditation, but I think it also applies to our facilitation practice because we want to have joy. I actually have the most joy in the preparation phase. I'm a little bit more nervous about the delivery phase, but the preparation phase, I feel so confident. And I love designing. And sometimes I put too much effort into it because I like it a lot and I want it to be perfect. And I know when we're first starting out as a facilitator, we put so much energy and effort and perseverance into designing the perfect agenda or designing the perfect activity, the perfect energizer, and we go over and over it in our mind. And that can be deleterious to the client group because we're too attached. We hang on too tightly. We put so much effort into it. We don't want to let go of it. And so it is really important that you can, another parami is called renunciate. It is really important you can renounce all the effort you put into something and just let it go and know that you have to do something different. But because you have prepared so well, you're really poised and able to turn on a dime. That's what we call it, turn on a dime, which is an expression in English that means be able to be flexible and adaptable in the moment. I have been working on energy and effort in this course that I took for a full month. And obviously, I've been thinking about it for decades and watching how I use it as a facilitator. But recently, I took a surf kayaking course. Now, I showed up without much energy or effort. I didn't have much preparation. But during this 2 days, the idea is to be able to take your kayak, which is, a long, very tippable boat, just grab a wave and bring yourself into the beach without falling over. And sometimes you'll be out on the ocean and the wave will just catch you and it can come under your boat. And just if you don't have exactly the right sort of tilt to your body, it can actually tip you over. But if you have too much tilt, you try and brace yourself too much, it's called bracing, then it'll also tip you over. So you have to find just the right amount of effort. Anyway, I'm going to talk about that today. I've been watching myself as an elder try to figure out what energy and effort can I put into bodily things I do. The kayaking can be exhausting. Trying to learn as much as I can because I love to be out in nature. I've been taking a vocals class where we're learning to use our voices to really honor and cherish the voice which we come into. And again, that requires almost releasing effort, just relaxing so much. And we need to do that when we're in the delivery stages of facilitation as well, where we can somehow just sit back. Just watch the small groups work, take a breath, reduce our effort so that we have the energy to come back. Perhaps there'll be a moment where you go, uh-oh, this is actually more important than anything we planned for, any other outcome. This is a moment to really move through and open up the space for the group so that there's a cloud that you can disperse. An energy, a dense energy that needs to be lightened. And so you need to have the right amount of energy to hold the space when that moment appears. So if you put all your energy and you're tense and you're delivering and you're holding on to the agenda so tight that you can't allow that to happen, that's not good either. I'll stop there. I just wanted to plant some seeds for energy and effort. And I am so appreciative. I'm so appreciative of all that you have given me, my community. I have just loved being a facilitator, and I love helping facilitators. I'm going to offer some more mentoring if you're interested for a little while. But I got to go out do, that kayaking and that singing and that yoga and stuff like that while I can. I don't know how much time I have left. I don't know how much time my body will allow me to do this. So I wish you the best. I hope you have an amazing year, and I hope that you also think about, where do you want to put your effort? Why is effort needed in one place more than another? Where can you back off and gain energy and allow yourself to replenish? Good luck. Let me know what happens.